What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and in this video I am going to be resetting the zero that I made in the previous series and starting a new series. In this series I'm going to be taking this zero that I have just recently reset all the way through overpower level 8. So in the previous series I worked on raising this zero from level 1 to overpower level 8 and legitimately acquiring all the gear that you see here. If you're interested to see any of that process, please check out my previous series, which I will leave linked in the video description. So I have a host of different Lyudas and Pimpernels here. The Pimpernels I tried to go for all Malawan grips, and on the Lyudas I couldn't be quite as particular on the grips and accessories, but I do have a couple of them here in corrosive, one in fire, one in shock, and a non-elemental. I then used a Borderlands 2 loot chest card to get this skull masher, and I do have the Banberry Pimpernels, which I really wanted. I also have an Antagonist shield with a B on backup, a level 63 legendary sniper comm that we might look at replacing later, in combination with some rogue comms, a legendary killer, and legendary hunter. I have 3 different Bone of the Ancients for each element, and a stockpile relic. And then I have a longbow slag transfusion grenade with a good fuse time, as well as a crossfire and a quasar, and whatever that one was, but I got rid of it. So we're going to get started here. We have to get Claptrap down to these bully monks, and then we can begin killing things. I do like in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode that they decided to skip those first 2 quests, which, involve a lot of waiting around. There's still some waiting around that we're going to do in this video, but it does get us to at least killing something a lot quicker than the other 2 modes did. I expect this series to be a lot more fun than the other series that I did, at least at the start, because the start of the previous series was really boring. I do not like normal or true Vault Hunter mode. I don't feel that they are up to snuff, and I do really like Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, so this should work out well for us. So we could start killing these guys here and now, but we're just going to wait for Claptrap to open this gate and Hammerlock to actually ask us to kill these guys, otherwise we'll end up re-killing them, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just not necessary at all. So, eventually, Claptrap and Hammerlock will get done with their conversations here, and that'll be good. In my previous Overpower Level 8 playthrough, where I did every quest, I did all of the story quests first, I believe, and then I started concentrating on optional objectives after that. I think in this particular playthrough, in order to differentiate it a little bit more than the other series, despite just the fact that I'm using legitimate gear, I'll do the quest in a different order. I'll do the side quest as they become available to us. At least that's the plan. I might not stick to that at all times, but, some of the times, why not? Okay. So I think we have to kill approximately a dozen, or maybe it's around 10 of Flint's men here, and then we can concentrate on those bullymongs after that. Alright, so now it's primarily bullymongs, I believe, which is good. It means we're almost done. Alright, one more here. He killed himself on the Antagonist. That's good shit. Okay, so we're continuing here. Claptrap's going to need to go to this gate eventually, and we're going to need to see this whole Hammerlock scene, which isn't going to be super entertaining. We've seen it before, but it is a necessary step into getting to the meat of the game. Thanks, Hammerlock. So, Claptrap will eventually get there. Sometimes he likes to, advance and then retreat before advancing again. Looks like this time he ran right into it, so that's good.
Apologies, but when Claptrap speaks, I feel my brain cells committing suicide one by one. I shall be out directly.
Alright, so here comes Hammerlock, and we're going to see a little bit more of this Claptrap scene. Like I said, though, the goal of this series is to complete every quest in the game, basically, in every DLC as well, at Overpower Level 8. And this is with a zero that I have geared out legitimately, of course. If you're interested in seeing any of that, please check out the previous series. I guess I should probably go over my skill build real quick, since it's a new series and all. This is the skill build that I'll be using. I do use a legendary sniper comm here. And that, even though it's not overpower level 8, it's obviously still going to provide +5 to headshot, precision, velocity, one shot, one kill, and kill confirmed. I used no points in velocity because it affects the way that the Pimpernel and the Lyudas, the two weapons I use most often with Sniper Zer0, operate. And it doesn't necessarily affect them in a bad way, but, you know, for most common purposes, it does for the Lyudas. If I'm using the Lyudas against, say, Terramorphous, then I would spec into velocity because it makes the spread happen at a further point from the muzzle of the gun, which is good for Terramorphous because you're usually fighting him at range. However, that's not always the case, you know, for typical combat where you are going to be facing enemies that are a lot closer. Beyond that, it definitely changes the way the Pimpernel flowers as well, which again isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is against exceptionally small enemies, of which there are many. So I use no velocity there. I've also not spec'd into precision. I guess I probably should if I'm ever going to use the Skull Masher, but basically all of these weapons have a high enough accuracy to begin with that I don't really see the point in putting a point into there. It's just not really necessary. Kill confirmed can be pretty handy, but obviously critical ascension and one shot, one kill are the big damage boosters in this skill tree, along with headshot and killer, I guess, actually as well. Killer is definitely really nice for reload speed, but so is that one with the gun and fast hands. And so as a result of that, Zer0 reloads these snipers pretty quickly, which is good stuff. Rising Shot is obviously very synergetic with critical ascension. And then beyond that, Ambush is another multiplicative skill boost, but the biggest multiplicative skill boost from this tree is obviously Death Mark, which we can activate in Deception at any time using the Death Blossom skill. And it's really nice that they've recently adjusted the way Death Mark works to make it a flat 80%. Makes it definitely a lot more sensical and better in my mind. Beyond that, I have Grim and Innervate for tanking, and I have Execute for mobility. Follow through also helps with mobility, but also just a little bit of additional gun damage after a kill is never a bad thing. And then we have Killing Blow for enemies that are real low on health. So that's why I have the skill build that I do. Claptrap and Hammerlock are going to eventually make it over to this here, and then we can get some quests and start going here. We're going to have a few quests to do, including cleaning up the Berg, Bad Hair Day, Shielded Favors, and Symbiosis, before ascending to Captain Flynt, who is on that boat way over there. And he's our goal for this episode. We want to make it to and through Captain Flynt before we end, as well as completing all of those quests that I just mentioned. So, we're going to get this going here. Shielded Favors involves us buying a shield from a old Crimson Raider outpost. We have Symbiosis, which involves killing Midgemong, which is a super badass midget riding on top of a Bullymong. Then we're also going to have to kill 4 Bullymongs with melee attacks, for which I do have this bladed weapon, which is alright. And we'll also have to kill some Bullymongs here and right down there. So, that's what we got to do here. Oh, we already did cleaning up with the Berg. I was talking about this town ain't big enough. So, that's the next quest we have to do here. I'm pretty much looking forward to this. Almost all parts of it. There are a few quests that I don't like, but I am looking forward to this playthrough. I think it'll be pretty fun. And, you know, then I can say that I beat it with legitimate gear and such. There is one piece of gear that I want to get, and that is an overpower level 8 Trespasser. But obviously, if we're doing all the quests, we'll get an overpower level 8 Trespasser. So that works out. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches. For the most part, though, this series isn't going to contain any deliberate farming. If we find better gear along the way, we'll obviously add it to our arsenal, but I'm not going to be specifically seeking out any gear other than that Trespasser. So we can kill these guys now, and then there eventually becomes a couple more bigger types that we'll kill, and that'll be pretty much it for this quest, which is good because then we can get that Bad Hair Day quest. Alright. Efficacious indeed, Hammerlock. We are continuing. So we'll talk to him here, and then he'll give us that next quest, which we can hopefully complete as we do the Shielded Favors quest. Can't be certain on that, though.
If you're to survive out for any length of time, you'll need a better shield.
So I just picked up both Shielded Favors and Bad Hair Day. Also, while we're down here, we should probably pick up the quest for Helena Pierce's Echoes. So I guess that's where I'll head to first. Ah, man, missing a bunch of shots on that guy. And this guy, wow. Alright, so, one of these guys drops the echo recorder that gives us the quest. And so that's what I'm after right now. Looks like this guy dropped it, so that's a good thing. We'll pick that up. Now we'll go ahead and head over here. We'll kill those guys, but not until it's necessary. Because otherwise you have to re-kill them after you get Claptrap. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's just not necessary at all. So that's why we're not going to do that. Alright.
Of course, I forgot. The safe house power box stopped working after Claptrap attempted to
integrate with it. We're going to come up here and kill these guys. So there's several dudes up here that protect this fuse box. Hopefully they don't kill all of our bullymongs because I need to get hair from them. So I'll try to kill these guys first, perhaps, and then get those guys after the fact. I don't know. Shoot this bullymong here with a shock weapon, hoping I didn't kill it, but I killed it. Because we have to kill them with melee weapons for the Bad Hair Day quest, so that's why we need to be a little bit careful about that nonsense. Alright, so the one with the corrosive weapon is the one we need to kill right away. The rest of them are less threatening. So, you know, we'll kill them as they present themselves, I guess, after the priority targets have been eliminated. That was one of the more difficult psychos I've faced recently. It's bad form. Alright, so there should be a couple more bullymongs back here. I obviously need to pick this up for the Shielded Favors quest. Shh, damn. Didn't want to kill that one so quick, but such is life. Alright, so we can kill this one now, which is good. That's one down. Ah, oh, crap. I really didn't want to kill that one. He just kept coming. Kept moving. Alright, so 2 down. Got 2 more here, so we can complete this quest, and that'll be good. If I don't die here. Damn it. Shit. So it'll be easy to get a second wind, and I'll get the melee kill. So that worked out. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get that melee kill there. Alright. So I really don't want to kill this guy, because then we'll have to go into another map or save quit or something. So I'm going to try to shoot him high. Okay, now we can kill him. Alright. So we will collect hairs now. Obviously, Claptrap and Hammerlock are going to feud about who gets it. And so that's good. We'll complete the Shielded Favors quest, and then we will move forward, or I guess regress backwards technically, back to the middle of town there, and we'll do the Helene Appears audio log, and we'll hand in the 2 quests that we will have completed after this Shielded Favors thing. We'll also try to restock on ammo if I remember. So that's good. We're making good progress so far. I went down, which is kind of embarrassing, but I did it because I was strictly trying to get melee kills, and I was able to get that melee kill, so that was good. One of the benefits of killing blow. We probably pissed those dudes off, but again, we don't need to kill them yet. Ah, crap, I was hoping that was going to be a shield, but it was like a Psycho class mod, I think. Cool. So I used execute to scoot around a little bit there. That should get us, hopefully, up to Liarsburg a little bit quicker. So that's good stuff. Alright, now the first audio log is going to be in here, and that'll be good for us, because we can listen to that while we go do this next part.
How are you? Jack here.
What is the meaning of this?
I probably want to give the hair to Claptrap.
Yes.
Well, Miss Pierce.
Alright, and that made Handsome Jack stop talking so we can go up and do this next one.
Can't blame you. The lure of a shotgun is not easily resisted. No hard feelings, chum.
Hammerlock's irritated because we didn't give it to him, but he's a good sport.
Oh yeah, how about this?
Okay,
Lady, I don't even know what to call you.
so now I need to go hand in these 2 quests here, or maybe I'll just hand in this Hammerlock one real quick, that way
My husband gave me a skag pearl ring.
Would you like to do better?
he quits talking again, and we can continue this Helene Pierce quest pretty quickly. So that's good. That got us through that a little bit quicker.
Oh, holy crap. Did you see your head? It was like... oh my god. Wilhelm, kill these savages.
Okay, so now Claptrap will move forward, and we can hand in this last quest to Hammerlock.
Handsome Jack killed her, did he? Shame. A real shame. Please return the echoes to me whenever you are capable of doing so.
Alright, now we're moving forward. Claptrap's telling us about Bewm. We're going to kill them eventually, but we have to kill Midgemong first. So that's where we're headed. Claptrap's looking good with his hair mo, or Firmohawk as he calls it. I was going to call it Hair Mohawk, but that's not what he called it. Alright, so as we're headed over to the Blackburn Cove, we'll be facing quite a few enemies, but it should be exciting. It's a pretty cool little area. We technically don't have to kill all of the dudes that I'll probably kill in here. We just have to kill Midgemong, but if we kill the rest of them, we'll be safer, and then we'll be warmed up for the actual ascent up to Captain Flynt, which is no small task, I would say. I very much appreciate the game at overpower level 8. I find it very irritating to play through normal mode and stuff, so it's good that we won't have to do that. I'll leave those be because I want to use them for flying executes and stuff on the way out of here. So as a result, I'm just going to run away from them for the time being. Pretty quickly, there will be some dudes that come out of these areas, and we'll have to get ready for them. Ah, man, the Antagonist ball blocked my slag shot there. That's always bad. That Scavenger had a pretty solid gun, so it was good to get him killed there. Alright, now that we have a few critical hits built up with the slag rifle, should be easier for us to kill whatever's next.
Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work.
Seem to be a torque shotgun heavy crew. We can deal with that. Continuing here, we'll find our next guy and get him killed.
Assassins never die.
Alright, trying to keep my critical ascension up right now. That's a good thing. If we can do it, obviously adds a lot to our damage, so that's what we're going for. This little guy is irritating me with the movement pattern he decided upon, but it's no big deal. Alright, so use the little DOT trails to determine where the other enemies are in combination with the mini-map. This one is apparently very adept hiding, or very adept at hiding, and I couldn't find him, but we were able to finally pinpoint him there, so that was good shit. There are a bunch more dudes over here usually, so we'll get ready to take them out. This particular group of bandits seems to like Torg weaponry. I have noticed that sometimes, like a particular map or area will have a lot of the same type of weapons, as if, you know, they have brand loyalty or something. And that can be a good or a bad thing depending on what they have, you know? If they have like a bunch of Malawan SMGs, that might be pretty tough. The Torg assault rifles aren't necessarily an easy thing. So, you know, you're kind of at the mercy of what the game is going to spawn. Every time is a little bit different, even in the number of melee enemies you get and stuff. Most of the time for Sniper Zer0, the melee enemies are a lot easier to deal with than the gun enemies. Especially the tough gun enemies, like this particular scavenger who wants to hide and whatnot. That's okay. We'll kill them all. That's way over there. I don't know if we can hit him from here. We're going to leave him be. Alright, so we're a little bit low on ammo. Not huge. We should find some walking over some of the stuff we killed earlier. Maybe. But there's also a few little ammo things about, I believe, once we get up here. That's probably the good one. These other two might not have anything, but now we have plenty of ammo, so we're going to be alright. In order to spawn Midgmong, we're going to go up this ramp here and then bust into his door, which does... Oh, there's still some guys here. We're going to kill these guys first. Alright, so that's what we needed. Now we'll head up here. Alright, so Midgmong's dead. There'll be a couple more dudes in here, and we'll kill them as well. There should be one more coming. And they're all dead now. Okay. So we'll head on out of here, and that'll be good. We've dealt with several loads of enemies now. We should be ready to head on up to Captain Flynt and, you know, give him the old shock Pimpernel to death. Which will be good. So, the bullymongs that I left alive back here should help me execute that away a little bit quicker, so that would be good. And then, depending on whether Claptrap went back up to Liarsburg or not, I can't remember if he did. We will then either go to Liarsburg or we'll just continue on to Captain Flynt. I forget what happens if you enter this area with him waiting in front of those bandits there. We'll leave that back there for those guys, just so that they don't bother us. Now we're moving forward. Okay. So, I'm trying to see Claptrap out there on the horizon, but, well, technically it's not the horizon, just as far as we can see. Not seeing him there. So that would indicate that he's probably up there in Liarsburg, but we'll get closer and find out. See if I can scoot on over to this guy with a series of executes. That'll help us move a little bit quicker. Yeah, it looks like Claptrap must have gone back up the hill. At least some of the way. Yeah, here he is. Talk to him here. He'll come on down. Looking good with his Firmo Hawk. He's Vanna Whiting at that thing right now, so if we kill any of these dudes, we'll have to kill him again. But, oh well. I'm waiting for him to say, well, I was trying to wait for him to say, "Protect me, Squire."
Protect me, Squire!
Alright. Alright, so now we'll continue. There's another load of dudes to kill up here, and we'll get them dealt with.
Totally kidding. Screw those guys.
I'm racking my brain trying to think of a name for that diamond pony I bought. I was going to call it Vesper Brains in honor of you, but that just feels...
Okay.
Hey, maybe Butt Stallion? Nah, that's even worse. I'll tell you what, I'll give it some more thought.
Here, Handsome Jack introduces Butt Stallion, which is a character that we will see later. So that's kind of neat. Some foreshadowing there. It wasn't foreshadowing at the time that they wrote that, I don't think. Pick that up for the sniper ammo that it provides. And then we'll get rid of this guy and a couple more after he's dead. Where is this guy? There we go. Alright, one more. We'll slag him. And then, wrong weapon here. We'll kill him. Neat. Claptrap will open this gate for us, and then we'll continue. I guess now would be a good time to put on a corrosive Lyuda and a corrosive Bone of the Ancients, because we are about to be fighting Bewm and Bewm right after these guys.
I should probably clarify. The diamond horse I've been telling you about, it's not a sculpture or anything. It's a living horse that actually happens to be made of... Well, actually, I'll go get it. Butt Stallion! Here you go! Butt Stallion!
Alright, so the plan is to get Kunai on the Big Bertha cannon, knock the dude out of it, and then kill the little one, kill the big one, kill everything else.
Light the fuses, bitches!
Killing things will be our primary strategy in this particular playthrough, so we're not going to be exercising too much stealth and whatnot. There it is. Didn't even need the death mark on that gang. Alright. So. Alright, that thing's dead. That thing's slagged. So it's as good as dead. That thing's dead, and so is that thing. Alright, Claptrap will eventually get on over to the deal. He'll tell us to blow him up after we get close enough to him. And then we can continue. Alright, so now there'll be a lot of guys coming, storming this way. I guess we should probably put on the Firebone for this. And I don't know if I want to kill him or skip him. Obviously, a 0, we could do either. Might as well go for the kill, I guess. So long as we keep up with the spawns, we'll be alright. But, I didn't realize one had gotten behind me there, so that was my mistake. We'll get our second wind here, and, then we'll get back to it. Damn, that was stupid. Oh well. I forgot that they could get in the cannon, I guess. Huh, I probably need to slag him. And then I need to kill him with this shot. No, I got more now. He was coming to pick it up, though. Dick. Jeez, those guys are awful with their propensity to pick up ammo. I think that is a very annoying skill that they have. Alright. These guys are exercising in a parade of death at the moment, which is good. The fact that we're to the midgets, I guess, would indicate that we're almost through. I don't know. The scavengers are always super lame. They often have better gear, they have more health, they have more violent and unpredictable movements. They are just better enemies, so they're tougher to deal with.
So, I might have tried to stage a mutiny on Captain Flynt's ship before the flash
So we can now see Captain Flint's ship. We have to go all the way around and get up it and kill him. That's what we're working on. This is a wonderfully designed map, I will say. You know, it's quite large and everything, and it's put together well. Let's see if I can't grenade jump this. Oh, didn't quite make it. Let's put that grenade back on before we are looking for health. Alright, that should enable me to move a little bit quicker. I could kill all of these guys on the way up, but at the same time, it's not necessary, so I'll skip, you know, some stuff. We already fought through an entirely long, unnecessary part, so oh well. We're not going for any records here, but we're not skipping everything either, so it's kind of an in-between, I guess. We'll kill what I want to kill. Didn't want that to be a shotgun dude because of that barrel. I thought he could miss bad enough to hit that barrel and cause us bad times, but we got past it. Speaking of dudes that we don't necessarily need to kill, there are quite a few around here right now, so we'll sneak about. Alright. So, obviously, corrosive dot is our top priority here. Okay. So, I don't think those rest of the dudes will round the corner for the most part. But I can kill a couple of them. Why not? Just give me a few more critical hit stacks before we get to these guys. Can't be an all bad thing there. Okay. Claptrap will come this way, and that'll be good. He's gonna tell us how he can't climb stairs here in a minute. Ah, fuck. I fell. So, I messed up right now, but we're gonna try to avoid messing up any further, I guess. And make it on this jump, and then this jump. Okay. So, still save some time despite my flub there. Claptrap's ready to be raised. And he made it off of the deal where he sometimes glitches. So that's really good shit. Now all we need to do is buy some ammo, put on the shock pimp, and get ready for the Captain Flynt fight. If we have a shock pimp, we do. And then we'll put on that. I just want to get as far down here as I can before this fight starts. Find it to be a little bit safer if I can engage Flint. I was going to say Clint, but Flint from down here. Because all his dudes spawn back there, you know? We don't have as much cover back here, but we'll find out. Claptrap's doing his dance. Here's Flint.
Put your dolls, boys! Let's turn up the heat!
All right.
I disappear. A ghost amidst the combat, preparing to strike.
All right. So it looks like Flint can be damaged again. He goes into those temporary invulnerability states when he's all lit on fire. Or at least he has super high damage resistance. I don't know if he's totally invulnerable or not. But, you know, good shit. Cool. So we're pretty much done with this episode now. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, you know, but I think I'll be able to make it past these guys. There should be just a few of them left. We'll take the fight to them a little bit. Alright, I think the rest of those red dots are down there. So Claptrap should be coming this way at this point, and he is. But I'll kill these guys if they're down there. Just because they deserve it. Trying to figure out where that next red dot is, but I don't want to fall into the pit. There he is. There we go, got him. A red chest here for us. Pick up some ammo and shit, and then we'll go forward. Yeah, so as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, if you do, you'll know when the next episodes in this series are coming out if you are interested. And yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to this series, and I hope you guys are too. All right. So I'm going to go through this, and then I'm going to save quit, and that's where we're going to end the episode. So one more time, guys, thanks for watching, and I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.